Hey guys, we're back at it after a great week with this stock. AMC for this week is up pretty big, coming up to a price now close to $20. We're going to be talking about this and going over some of the newest stuff that we have to look at and some of the stuff which we should remember about this week, because again, it is in my opinion bigger than a lot of people do think. So with that being stated, we're going to jump in, but do remember, as usual, this is not financial advice, it's just my opinion, but if you enjoy it, do subscribe. So before we do actually enter the video, I want to give you guys a bit of an update. I know I've not been making videos for the last 2 or 3 days, don't worry about it, it's nothing too big. Obviously, like I've said before, with YouTube, for some it is a job. Unfortunately, I am not one of those people. For me, it's a hobby, and I do usually enjoy making even 5 to 10 videos a day. However, now and again, I do tend to want a break, and of course that is what I do with it being a hobby. So yeah, don't worry about it, we're back to uploading now, and we're going to be jumping straight in. Anyway, so getting straight on to this one, I want to start on the 5-day chart and just acknowledge the chart. Again, not looking too deeply into it, but let's have a look at what we actually have seen. Really big week, really good as well. Started off at a price fairly low compared to where we actually finished. You know, we even touched above 20 at some points during this week as well. Now, on the past month, you'll see we're starting to have this little bit of recovery. Now, in my opinion, it's too soon to say it is a full recovery. It's too soon to say AMC is going up. And as I have said before, whilst these jumps are nice and whilst this one is bigger than the last one, like what we saw down here, I'm not going to read too much into it for the simple reason of I do believe that is a lot of what they want. And what I mean by that is, if we think about how this one moves, we see AMC push down, then come back up. Then, of course, all they need to do now is push it down again even lower, and then their intention is to mean that that's going to mentally affect us. So be completely aware. Yes, we can celebrate the triumphs, but we also must acknowledge where things could be made in a position where it is going to put us in a place where we're going to be questioning where we are with the stock. So again, I'm still bullish, but I do think we should have that in the back of our minds just in case. Now, I want to get onto why this week was so good. Of course, the price action alone does still show that there's strength within AMC stock, which is a fantastic sign. And I think it also gave a lot of people that memory as to what can happen when we do start moving. Now, of course, this week's moves actually weren't that big in wider context, but still, it is a good sign, and I think it does kind of remind people of what this stock can do on a good day. Now, some people may be feeling negative, and that's why we come to this post from Illustrious Drink 127, who posted this 1 day ago on r/AMC. It's given us a quick summary of what's happened this week. Again, we do like to do this on the weekend, so let's have a quick read of what it says. So we're up 23% this week at the time of course writing. So yeah, that is a pretty big gain. Don't forget that. Now, the utilization has also been at 100%, also very high. Do not forget that one as well. Short interest is as high as we ever seen, so that's a good thing. Of course, it does still show us that we are in that fundamentally strong position for the short squeeze, so do not forget that. Congress on the verge of not trading. Again, could be good. Same thing with the Department of Justice investigation. Could be good, who knows. Melvin Capital is in the toilet. We've covered that in the past week as well. Again, that is something which, not necessarily related to AMC stock, but it does show us how things can change and how things do tend to work in the world of finance and in the world of the hedge funds. You know, fronts can be put up, they can make it look like they are winning, but obviously at the end of the day, they cannot hide from the figures when it comes to it. So do not forget that. Remember, the data is not always true. Anyway, coming back to where we are, we can see tons of good news about the company. A lot of that we're going to be covering in the next few hours and days, so make sure to watch us for that. What else? Edit? Am I missing something? The posts I'm referring to are people talking about how this one's going to get slammed down tomorrow, of course that being Friday, and how the small run-up was just for the options trap. I saw a few posts about it earlier, and I'm not trying to create the sense that there's a problem in the community, but on the second edit, I always try to uplift the community and be positive. You guys lift me up, and that's why I hold. This is just a reminder as to why I am part of this great community. And this is true, you know, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that people are prepared for drops, like I said earlier on in the video. I think it is actually a good thing, but obviously to say, oh well, it's guaranteed to drop, that is a completely different ballpark. And I think that is also a lot of the tactics that the bears, that the FUD spreaders and that the shills are going to be using. They're going to be saying, well, this is something, you know, for certain. And in actuality, as we already uncovered, nobody knows for certain what's going on, and anybody that claims to is probably lying. So don't forget that one. acknowledge the facts, right? And acknowledge that your opinion is just as valid as anybody else's. And that is, of course, what we need to remember. Now, of course, in this video, I'm just sharing my opinion on what I personally believe about AMC, but I do think we are in a great position this week. Again, for me, AMC could drop even more next week. I do not care, because I think this week has been that reminder that a lot of people needed, has been that signal that a lot of people needed, because again, we have uncovered so much good stuff again. In the past 2 or 3 weeks, we have been on a roll, just uncovering great piece after great piece after great piece, and news is flying out at this point, and it is putting us again on that front foot in that strong position. And that is why I personally think this week has been a great win. No matter what you think to the price action, you know, it's not necessarily about the price action, it never really has been. It is interesting to look at, and it does give us an idea of where we are right now, but on a deeper level, as we already know, this one is about the squeeze. And when the squeeze comes in, it's not the price action on the day-to-day that we're looking for, it's not even the fundamentals of the company. Yes, they do matter because it shows us what the natural price should be, but really, we're looking for the fundamentals of the short squeeze. And on that front, in my opinion, nothing has changed. Again, this has been a relatively short one, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for joining me. Again, more stuff coming at you this afternoon, so join us for that too. But for now, guys, it is goodbye. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you'll be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.